everyone, this is Kristen from World on Wheels blog, and I'm here with you today from Royal Caribbean's Vision of the Seas cruise ship. We are in the Mediterranean, and I just wanted to give you a look at my interior accessible cabin, and that way you can decide, is this a room that you would like to stay in, and kind of see what it looks like on this particular ship. So come on in, and let me show you around. So for an accessible cabin, you can have the beds in twin, like I do, because I'm traveling with a friend, and because it's easier for me to get in on the left side of the bed. But you can also be one bed if you prefer, depending on who you travel with. I do want to show you real quick that underneath the bed skirt, there is a ton of room and height to be able to put a Hoyer lift in if you need to use a Hoyer lift for transfers. There's also quite a bit of storage in this room. There's a closet over here, and then a closet on the other side. Both of these closets have lower hang rails so that wheelchair users can access them pretty easily. And there's also drawers by the vanity and a nice large vanity if you need that in the morning. And there's also a refrigerator for storing medications or snacks or anything like that that you may need to use. And of course, the normal TV, and I believe there are shelves above the vanity as well, behind the glass. So the one thing I will say that it has been a challenge in this room, there's a couple things. The threshold getting in, depending on how your angle and how all that, your manual wheelchair can catch, and you need a move to get into the room. Power wheelchair probably won't have the same issue, but just know that coming in. And then for the accessible restroom, there are a couple of challenges here as well. One is getting the door open. It's quite heavy and it sticks sometimes. But I also want to show you, so this is about how far the door opens, and you can see that my manual wheelchair barely fits between the vanity and getting around the door. So when you're trying to get into the bathroom, you kind of have to plan strategically and maneuver so that you fit. If you're in a wider wheelchair, you're going to have issues. This is a standard manual wheelchair, and it's a very tight space for me. So just be aware of that for this particular room. I'm not sure how the other rooms are on the ship. The other issue for the accessible bathroom, again, is the threshold. You will have, if you're in a manual wheelchair, it is tricky. You gotta make sure your wheels are right on to be able to get over it. And you do need a little oomph. Because I have a neuromuscular issue, that's harder for me to do, so just be aware depending on what your strengths and abilities are. So let's go into the accessible bathroom, and I'll tell you a little bit about it. There is a commode on the right with grab bars. There's also a phone should you need to call for assistance. There's a roll-under sink, and there's a roll-in shower with a shower seat. Now, one of the nice things about this shower is that everything's within reach. The shower head does come off and can be a handheld shower. The controls are right there and easily able to reach from that seated position when you're on the bench. The only thing that may be difficult is the shampoo holder shelf behind you to be able to reach up there. But the shampoo that the cruise line provides is within reach and easily accessible as well. So that's kind of our room tour. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is this accessible in your opinion? Which is the room that you would stay in? Let me know. And don't forget, for more information on accessible travel and all my tips and tricks, subscribe to my email letter and follow me on social media.